Hello everyone, welcome back to the Leeds Lewis channel, episode 19 is it now of the career mode. We have done a lot of these now. Of course the last episode was a massive one as we got our first piece of silverware, winning the Carabao Cup. However, now we have a FA Cup tie to attend with, so we will rotate despite playing another Premier League side away. Rodrigo will start. Brendan Aronson, not really first team, and will start. Rocker and Forshaw start. Of course, we don't have loads of depth on the wing because of Sinistera's injury. But the big news for this game is that Pascal Struijk is playing for Wolves. Hopefully that will not come back to bite us. Let's try and keep him quiet, boys. Here we are then. We just won the last domestic cup we've played in against Manchester City in the final in the last episode, and now we've got another cup tie against Wolves. Of course, in real life they knocked us out of the Carabao Cup, and then let's see now if we can beat them in the round of 16 here in the FA Cup. It's going to be a tough one. Pascal Struijk there also playing for them. However, if we can get through this, only really Liverpool and City are the only big clubs left in it. So maybe the draw could open up for us a bit, for us to go on a bit more of a cup run. But Pascal Struijk, familiar face indeed, sold him in January. Hopefully that will not come back to bite us today. Christensen into Willie Nonto, who plays a lovely ball out to Christensen, plays it back into Nonto. There's no support on the edge of the box, so he plays it back out to Rocco, who takes a lovely first touch and gets a shot off and forces a great save out of it. It's Jose Sarr in the net. It is Jose Sarr in the Wolves net who makes an early save, which is really good, but Harrison whips in across for Rodrigo, but Rodrigo can't get the end of that one. Forshaw plays it back out to Harrison, who plays an outside of the boot cross, and that is absolutely wayward from Jack Harrison. Nunes plays it into Cunha, who's the danger man in real life, plays it into Klajnik, and it's a good tackle by Cog, but he's given a penalty. That is never a penalty, ref. I don't know what the ref is doing. Who is the ref? It's Anthony Taylor, of course it is. That is terrible refereeing from Anthony Taylor. Kalajdzic, he gets the ball, Robert Koch, and again we can see the penalty. I always feel like it's Robert Koch giving away the penalty when the opposition get them, but it's Robles who's going to be called into action again, and he's going to be forced to make a save, and he does. And I tell you what, we are very good with penalties on the keeper side. We do save a lot of penalties. We get ourselves out of we do get ourselves out of trouble quite a lot with the penalties, but we've got ourselves out of trouble again. But if Wolves can we just clear the corner now, it would have been classic Leeds to concede from the corner after the penalty save, and Rodrigo can push forward on the counter, and we are pushing forward now. He's not got a lot of support, he's going to have to go alone. Rodrigo, out of seemingly nothing for Leeds United, has a good opportunity, but I thought he would take it with his outside foot and just curl it in, but he takes it with the inside foot, so the finesse shot is very easy save for Jose Sarr. Corner now for Brendan, whips it into Harrison, who's coming in at the back post. Cooper chests it down, volley, and that would have been some goal if that had found the target, as Rasmus lines one up, but is saved easily by Jose Sarr. As I was saying, I think we are very lucky to not be behind in this game in the first half. They have absolutely dominated us. However, now we find ourselves on the attack just before half time, but it's cut out by Dawson there right at the end of the first half, and it was a very poor first half from Leeds United. We are lucky to be going in level there. They of course had the penalty which we saved, but yeah, very tight first half, and we are going to make changes. Nonto has been very good. He's been the only real bright light. Rocker also has been alright, but I'm going to bring on Sonny Perkins for Brendan Aronson. Give Sonny some more minutes because he's been class in this career mode so far. Rodrigo pulling in. He could be about to be subbed off, so he wants to have an impact now. He's played it through to Perkins, who shoots, and it's saved, and it's cleared away. But Jack Harrison can whip it up across him, maybe. No, he can't quite, but Harrison, it does fall out to him. Mark Rocker nearly whips it in. Vober across the face of goal to Forshaw, back into Perkins. Perkins shoots this time, and Perkins scores this time. Who else would it be apart from Sonny Perkins? And we get the lead in the cup tie against Wolves. We're through Sonny Perkins again, coming up with the goals as always, and we will still make the change to bring on Gyökeres because I want to give him some minutes because I feel like we are not playing him at all, and we'll put Nonto out on the left and we'll bring Mayer on Meyer on the right mid. So a couple of changes just after we scored the goal. It was a lovely goal. Despite our poor first half, the second half has started very well, and Pascal Struijk is not going to be happy that his team are behind against his old club. But a lovely finish from Perkins. Jose Sarr is not getting anywhere near that one. Lovely stuff from Sonny Perkins. And he is a bit of a cup player for us because he does start, but never mind. First goal of the cup competition in the Emirates FA Cup, but we do lead in this last 16 tie. Wolves pushing forwards. Cunha through the middle now. Cooper slid in there and he's left a gap. But Christensen is going to be filled through the centre. And it's played across the face of goal. And Robles cannot save that one. And maybe the goal that they have deserved, they do now get, as they have scored. Luke Ayling is going to come on for us to give us a bit more defensive stability. I mean, it's Cooper who slides in the first place, which has cost us that one. But yeah, it's no one marking him. It's a poor goal to concede. And after 75 minutes, we're all square, 1-0. Looking for a quick follow-up, a quick second. Cox saves the trouble. Meyer finds Gyökeres. If he's onside, he's timed a lovely run there. Gyökeres pulls it back, just can't. He's not quick enough on the turn, but it's fallen out to Adam. For sure, who hits the bar? And oh, that was always dipping. It was one of those shots which is a bit wild. However, that one was nearly tamed from Adam Forshaw off the bar. What a goal that would have been. What a winner it could have been as well at this stage in the game. And there's room on the far side, and they are pushing forward here. Robert Koch seems absolutely shattered because he's not getting back very quickly. Cunha running through. This could be the winner for Wolves. Played across the face of goal. It's a massive block from Cooper, who clears it out. Perkins, we're now gone from the point of secure, safe in this game to now holding on for dear life. And in the last minute, Wolves have scored. And is that our FA Cup dream coming to an end? Morata is the one to do it. And just after we've won the Carabao Cup, we took the lead in this one through Sonny Perkins, and it's all fallen apart. Morata has scored for them. I don't know why he's playing for Wolves, but in the last minute of the game, Morata has scored, and that could be fatal for us. Robles, I don't know, should he be doing better? It's not the best finish. Maybe Robles, he could ask for a bit more there, but it's more the defence. It's poor goalkeeping as well, but Wolves look to have knocked us out here. We've had a really good cup run in both cups, but our cup journey could be coming to an end. Back out to Boba, into Forshaw, into Gyökeres. Oh, but Gyökeres has had a terrible game, and after scoring in the cup final, it's not looked very good, but we win it back. Meyer can play through Gyökeres, but Meyer and Gyökeres, the two subs, not linking up well. Pascal Struijk will be very happy with this one because he has managed to somehow be on the winning side, unless Sonny Perkins can save us here. It's saved by Sarr. Can Monto get there? No, he can't. And that is us out of the FA Cup at the last 16 stage. Perkins had to get a second, really, the only real chance that we had, but we didn't take it, and Wolves progress through and they knock us out at the last 16 stage, and I've got to say that really is a disappointing result. A 2-1 loss then in the FA Cup, and we are out at the last 16 stage after having such a big run in the Carabao Cup. We are now out of the FA Cup at the last 16, which is quite frustrating because the draw would have opened up for us had we got through that, with there not being many Big Six teams left in. However, it wasn't to be. At the start of the season, if you'd have told me you'll go out of the FA Cup at the last 16 but win the Carabao Cup, I would have taken that every day of the week. And now we have a massive match against Nottingham Forest to come. Nottingham Forest in the league, we are starting to get towards the business end now. They are still in that relegation fight. I think that was like they're only out of it on goal difference, which isn't good for them. We basically gifted them 3 points earlier in the season by I think they won 3-0 or 3-1 at Allen Road in what was one of the worst performances of the season. So it is going to take a big performance to beat them away, one of the best fan bases in the country. And we are going to have to rotate because Voba is very tired, so Ayling will play. Somerville, Greenwood, Bamford, Adams, McKennie, all the first teamers come back in. Greenwood is a first teamer now. He's earned that spot. Scoring a goal in the cup final, plus the many others he's scored, is important. And of course with Voba being subbed out, not dropped, he's tired, so him being out means Adams is the new captain, so let's hope Adams can get off to a winning start in this one game that he will be captain for. The City ground is rocking then. Earlier in the season, we of course lost 3-1 to Nottingham Forest at home in what was one of the worst performances of the season. However, now we've got a chance for revenge, and I do really want revenge. That Azpilicueta playing for Nottingham Forest, that really is something. Azpilicueta captaining Nottingham Forest out there. They are a team that do like to scout some older talent who used to be one of the world's best, and that's something they've done there again. But a massive game for us. I want revenge. Coming towards the end of the season now, about to probably at the point now where you're starting to look at the run-in, we look safe from relegation, and we'll see what happens in this one. But a massive game against Nottingham Forest. Ayling playing in that new centre-back role because Vober's a bit tired. Finds McKennie, puts a lovely ball into Somerville. Back to Greenwood, who shoots and nearly gives us an early opener. Sam Greenwood nearly giving us an early opener. He's been so good recently. He made himself a main starter in the team, and he nearly gave us that early lead there. And he's played it out wide to Azpilicueta, that person that we saw was playing for them in the run-up. Plays a lovely ball in. Luke Ayling intercepts it. Really great defending there from Luke Ayling. And Somerville can burst away with his pace now. Somerville pushing in. He's beating his man. And Somerville still going. His pace has been so handy in this career so far. We see Nonto going in at the back post. And Nonto scores. A lovely counter-attacking goal that we've seen so many of this season. Henderson committed himself with Somerville, passing it across goal at the perfect time for Willie Nonto to put it away, and 1-0 up here to end some early nerves possibly of the crowd. They're not in for his faithful are not happy, but that is a really satisfying goal. A lot of pace from Somerville that we've seen so many times this season. Plays it across the face of goal for Willie Nonto, and that is really, really good goal for him. I don't know what's going on with Somerville and defender there, but we're celebrating. We're happy with that. 1-0 up within 10 minutes. Ayling into Somerville. Just raw, and he's been fouled there, just trying to roll it along. He's been fouled there, and John Joe Shelby has been sent off. And Nottingham Forest 1-0 down within 10 minutes. They're looking likely to get relegated, on the brink of the relegation zone. And this has not been a good start for them. Down to 10 men and 1-0 down within 15 minutes. This really, really is not a good start at all for them. McKennie stands over it, whips one into Nonto. That's a lovely delivery from Weston McKennie, but Nonto couldn't quite get on the end of it. Oh, that's really poor pass. It's been cut out there quite easily, and it's Adams into Bamford. Bamford shoots, and he's rolled that in. I don't know what happened with that one, but 2-0, and this could get ugly for Nottingham Forest. He's gone and celebrated in front of the Forest fans. I think if you did that, you'd get beaten up, Patrick, but he's done it anyway, and this could get ugly for Nottingham Forest. 10 men down, we're carving through them like a knife through butter, and that is, I don't think I've ever scored a goal like that on FIFA 23. He's absolutely rolled that. I did not mean to roll that, but somehow Dean Henderson's been beaten. He's tapped that in, Patrick Bamford, and 1-0 up, 2-0 up now, and yeah, this could get ugly for Nottingham Forest. 15 goals this season for Patrick Bamford. He has had a wonderful season for Leeds United. Rob Holding should cover that from Azpilicueta, but he's fouled him, and he's given away a penalty rather needlessly from Rob Holding. He's been so good for us since coming in January, but he has made a mistake there, and he has given away a penalty. We can't see a replay because I know what is going on with that replay, but we can't see a replay, but it did look a bit dodgy, and Taiwo Awoniyi has got a chance now. We saved a penalty in the last game. We have been good at saving penalties in previous games, but we're going to need to save another one. And we haven't saved it this time. Nottingham Forest 2-1 back in it. It was looking like a pretty difficult day for Nottingham Forest, but they've just put themselves right back in it. Taiwo Awoniyi, who's been so good in real life, has just scored a goal for Nottingham Forest, and what could be a massive goal for them in this game. 2-1 in 20 minutes. What a start. Nonto playing a lovely ball over the top, and Somerville's got on the end of that, beating his man. Somerville running in, plays it back to Bamford, who shoots, and Henderson makes a save. Nearly a third there very quickly. The goals are flying in this game, and there was nearly another one there. We'll probably be really frustrated with that. A golden opportunity to get back into the game. It's flung for Nonto here on the edge of the box, and he scored. Willie Nonto He's scored 2 goals all season. Before this game, he's played the majority of the games due to sinisterous injuries, but today he is coming alight with 2 goals. The first one a bit of a tap-in, but the second goal is an absolute beauty. Hopefully we can see a replay of this one. We can. It's a lovely ball in from Greenwood, and Nonso, that is such a difficult technique, to hit it forwards and then hit it back the opposite direction. Henderson is having one of the worst days of the season. Cooper on the touchline, he's basically celebrating, like he's thinking, you know what, that was actually a decent goal. But Willie Nonso, he's on fire. 2 goals all season. He's doubled his tally today inside the first half. 3-1. Push away with it through Sam Greenwood, who can play Somerville. It's a poor ball, but he's still found Somerville all the same. Somerville's putting the burners on, and we are looking to re-establish a 2-goal lead. Bamford into Adams. Adams, who shoots. Oh, and it's just taken too long with it. Probably should have just hit it first time. But it's fallen out to Greenwood on the edge of the box, and Henderson's nearly tipped it into his own net. We nearly had a Karius moment there. I should have just taken it first time with Bamford on the tap-in, but didn't do that. No, I should have taken McKennie off the corners. I go, why I haven't done that yet? It's Bamford. Can't quite get on the end of that one. Plays it out to Somerville. He plays a looping ball into Roberto Carlos, and it's 4 inside the first half. What a first half this has been. Junior Firpo, the Forest defending is terrible. We have absolutely torn holes in their defence. Again, it's just awful defending. It might be Firpo's first goal in career mode. So Greenwood plays it into Samuel, 1 ball over the top, no one on him. And this is like watching Leeds defence in real life, just no one aware of where anyone is. Firpo's just hung up forwards, and that is a lovely volley home. Dean Henderson can't do anything about that one, and I'm pretty sure that is Firpo's first goal of the season. 4-1, and this has been an incredible first half. But right on the stroke of half-time here, Nottingham Forest just pushing forward to try and get themselves a consolation goal, but Tyler Adams is there, the captain of the game for Leeds United. Will be very happy with this performance. Half of the Nottingham Forest fans have already gone home at half-time, and I would too, because this is only going to get worse for Nottingham Forest. And they can push forward on their own now, can Nottingham Forest, as it's played over the top to Azpilicueta, who was actually causing us a few problems on that left-hand side. He's played a lovely ball in there, and it's nearly gone in. A bit of a kerfuffle at the back between Ayling and Meslier, and it nearly fell for Nottingham Forest in the goal. Oh, and Rob Holding, he's giving it away. He's already given away a penalty. He's maybe having an off day. He's just giving away the ball to Tyrone, who can score early on in the second half, and maybe we've come out of the tunnel a bit asleep. 2 massive mistakes from Rob Holding for both goals, and maybe we have come out in the second half a bit asleep. Tyrone on a bad day for Forest has scored 2 goals, and it's 4-2 here after 50 minutes. This could be a very high-scoring game if the goals continue like this. We can't see the replay again because EA haven't done the City ground right, so we can't see the goal. Brought Meslier out because I thought maybe he could get there, but yeah, 4-2, and some clinical finishing from both sides has seen an extremely high-scoring game, but we do have to be careful here because they're not out of it yet. Oh, that's some lovely play from Nottingham Forest, and that's some lovely play from Tyler Awani. And Tyler Awani has only gone and got his hat-trick, and Nottingham Forest, from 4-1 down at half-time, have got it back to 4-3. Maybe we do need to be a bit careful here. An extremely high-scoring game. We're going to make some subs. Perkins, Gyökeres and Harrison can all come on as we make some subs, and maybe we'll just make that defensive sub as well. Holding on. We'll move Ayling out to right back, but Holding off, sorry, as he's been at fault for 2 of the goals. But Tyrone with 3 goals. I said we had to be a bit careful at 4-2. We haven't, and now it's 4-3. We really cannot afford another goal here. Lovely ball out to Fairport. A lot of success down that left-hand side today, but it's just given away cheaply by Tyler Adams, who I said would be happy at half-time being the new captain, but we're sort of falling apart a bit here. Some very shaky last few minutes as Nottingham Forest push forwards, and we are just looking a bit shaky here as Firpo puts in a tackle, and the referee's given a penalty. The referee has given a penalty for that. I do not know what that is for, but he's given the penalty all the same. And oh dear, we have bottled a 4-1 lead. Hopefully we keep it at 4-1, but this could very quickly go to 4-2. He went bottom left last time, and he's gone bottom right this time, and we save the penalty. And He's cleared it out to McKennie, but McKennie's taken a heavy first touch. Nia Karte misses the penalty, and the comeback is not complete. They went the opposite direction last time, so I thought they won't go there twice in a row, and we save another penalty. I'm telling you, I know how to save penalties on this game. It's not just luck, there is a way to tell, and I feel like I've got it down to a T, but hopefully that confirms that we haven't bottled this game, because this was looking pretty shabby fight. This was looking pretty secure at half time. Now it's looking a bit dangerous. Last attack of the game for Nottingham Forest. It's played into the box, and it's they've scored. Emmanuel Dennis has just scored to make it 4-4 from 4-1 down. We've saved a penalty. We could have lost this game. They looked done, Nottingham Forest, at half time. I was saying, how much is this going to be? How many is this going to be? But they have only gone and equalised in the last minute. After we save a penalty, they've equalised. It's a chipped cross. No one's on him. Firpo is round the back of him. Christensen's far too late. And Meslier didn't save it. And Emmanuel Dennis has just equalised to make it 4-all. That really is a poor result for us. We should be winning that game 4-4. And this episode has been an absolute howler for us, if we're honest. What a game then, 4-4. We have had some big games. Was it 5-5 against Fulham in the Cup? We have had some very high scoring games. 4-all with Nottingham Forest. Some very good finishing, but some terrible defensive work. 10-man Forest come back from 4-1 against Leeds to draw 4-4. I can see the headlines now, but yeah, overall not a great episode. However, in the league now we are sort of safe from relegation, not too much to play for. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.